I am Shobha. Now I am going to talk about the first chapter, Unit First, Part 1, Advent of Europeans to India to the 10th standards, and also this chapter is useful to those who are attending competition examination also. So now I am going to talk about this lesson. The important points to remember here: either the match of the following, or 1-mark questions, or fill in the blanks which arise. These points are most important to all the examinations. First point: Constantinople city was gateway of European trade. Second, Vasco da Gama discovered a new sea route to India in 1498. European Trade Company. First one, Portuguese. Second, the Dutch. Third, the French. Fourth, the English. Then, Francisco de Almeida, Viceroy of Portuguese, he implemented a blue water policy. Alfonso de Albuquerque, real founder of a Portuguese empire. Goa is administrative center of Portuguese. Dutch established United East India Company in 1602. Sir Thomas Roe arrived Jahangir Court in 1617 to seek permission. First English factory in Agra, Ahmedabad and Broch, they started factory. In 1639, English took Madras and established Fort St. George Fort, it is the name. Then next, French East India Company started in 1664. Capital is Puducherry or Pondicherry, first factory in Surat. These are most important factors, and these are for examination, competitive examination point of view. They will be asked you. Then coming to next, after this, to the British, their main aim was establish political supremacy on the land of India. So they made 3 Carnatic Wars. The first Carnatic War 1746 to 1748. The treaty ended with the Aix-la-Chapelle. Second, the Carnatic War 1749 to 1754. Treaty ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry. Then third Carnatic War 1756 to 1763, the treaty ended with the Treaty of Paris. So after this, most important battles in the history of India, first one, the Plassey of battle, then second one, Battle of Buxar. Before going to see about the history of Britishers' rule in India, the Bengal province had achieved tremendous growth in the areas of agriculture, industry and other factors also. So that is why the British tried to gain control over the rich Bengal in the later part of 18th century on the ground or area of Bengal only. The company, individual officers who misused dastaks or licenses. This resulted in a huge loss to the Bengal government. Hence all the Nawabs from Murshid Ali Khan to Ali Vardi Khan opposed such misuse. So this resulted the Battle of Plassey and Buxar battle. Coming to the first one, the Battle of Plassey, 1757, battle between Siraj-ud-Dawla and British. Siraj-ud-Dawla, who came to the throne after the death of Ali Wardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, in 1756. The battle between the young Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla and British in 1757. The causes of this battle are: first one, misuse of dastaks or licenses by the Britishers. How? It is known by Siraj-ud-Dawla, and he was furious. Siraj-ud-Dawla was furious due to dastaks were misused by the officials of the company, causing losses to the government treasury. Second, mending the fort without the permission. The fort of Calcutta repaired by the British and placed cannons in them. This also angered Siraj-ud-Dawla, and he ordered the removal of cannons from the fort. The British refused to do so. So this was one of the cause. Then third cause is nothing but the Black Room tragedy. Siraj-ud-Dawla conquered fort. William easily and imprisoned some of the Britishers. He imprisoned 146 Englishmen in a small room in the fort, of which 123 died. This called the Black Hole Treasury. This angered Robert Clive and arrived in Bengal with a huge army. So, coming to the point, now Robert Clive, he was very furious against Siraj-ud-Dawla. Then Robert Clive planned, attracted attention of local people, those who are rich. He was successful in conveniencing Mir Jafar, the military head of Siraj-ud-Dawla, to stay neutral in the battle by offering him the post of a Nawab of Bengal. Everything went according to the plan of Clive. Siraj-ud-Dawla, who tried to escape from battlefield but killed. There is no chance to escape, so he was killed. The result or the outcome of a Plassey battle, this battle shows immorality, lack of unity among the Indians, and the greed of Indian businessmen. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The company gained exclusive right to the trade in Bengal. So these are the main points which are helpful to understand. Now last point, Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crores and 17 lakhs to Siraj-ud-Dawla as per indemnity for attack of Fort William. Totally, Mir Jafar became the victim of a company and its employee. Lastly, British projected Mir Jafar, who was now as insufficient Nawab, and brought his nephew Mir Qasim as a new Nawab. So, this is about the Battle of Plassey. Now coming to the second point or second battle, that is Battle of Buxar in 1764 between Mir Qasim and Britishers. Mir Qasim, who declared himself an independent king, after verifying misuse of dastaks, he declared all the businesses was duty free in Bengal. So Indians competed against the British in all the spheres of business. So British trade suffered a lot. So that's why this was enough for the British to oppose the Nawab. They brought Mir Jafar again and dethroned Mir Qasim. Mir Qasim knew the cunningness of the British. He went for an organized war against them. So for this, Mir Qasim entered into agreement with the Mughal ruler Shah Alam II and Nawab of Awadh Shujah-ud-Dawla. There is a battle started in 1764. Mir Qasim was defeated and run away from battlefield. Shah Alam II surrendered. British successful in their rule to rule the India. The result or outcome of this battle, Shah Alam II granted the Diwani rights to company. Shah Alam gave all the rights to the British for the annual fee of rupees 26 lakhs. Nawab of Awadh to pay a fine of rupees 50 lakhs for waging a war against the company. With the death of Mir Jafar, the company paid pension to his son and took over the entire administration. Now Robert Clive, who declared or who brought dual government. So this is about the main two battles and 3 Carnatic battles to get control or to hold the supreme political power on the land of India. Now most important question arises. Answer the following in 1 or 2 sentences. Who discovered the new sea route to India? Second, name the international trading center during the Middle Ages. Third, who implemented Blue Water Policy? Fourth, name the scientific instrument invented in Middle Ages. Next, answer in 3 or 4 sentences. How did the British gain political control over the Bengal province? Second, how scientific instrument helped to sailors to find route to India? How? Why did the power of Portuguese decline in India? Fourth, how did the Dutch break the monopoly of Portuguese in India? Fifth, why Dutch limited themselves to spice-rich island? Sixth, Constantinople was the gateway of European trade. How? Next, last points. Answer in 6 or 7 sentences. What were the causes and the results of a Battle of Buxar? State the causes and results of a Battle of Plassey. Mention some causes that resulted in the discovery of a new sea route to India. Thus, now first chapter is over. The question and answers are as you to study properly. These are the most important questions. You have to study in your home. Write in your own sentences.